Hello everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. Today we are going to conduct the CSAT test UPSC CSE for Prelims 2020-21, and these tests are conducted, the daily current affair MCQs and the CSAT test, at 10 p.m. sharp on our YouTube channel. So every night 10 p.m. you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can watch these test series for free on our YouTube channel. So far we have conducted the MCQs on daily current affairs. Today we are going to conduct CSAT test. So every alternative day we will conduct the CSAT test also along with the current affairs test. Let's start with the CSAT test. Also you will get the class PDF on my Telegram channel. The link is given below in the description box. The name of the Telegram channel is Simplifying UPSC with Ease. Let's start the test without any delay. Here's a small announcement for all of you. You can get 10% discount on Unacademy Plus by using this code SharmaYT10. ये कोड यूज करके शर्मा YT10 ये कोड यूज करके आपको स्ट्रेट अवे 10% डिस्काउंट अनअकैडमी प्लस पर इजीली मिल जाएगा ऑन माय कोर्सेज. You can also follow our page. You can also follow our page on Instagram, Arpita Sharma classes. We are also on Instagram. So for the daily important updates or important daily notes, you can follow us on Instagram. The flowcharts etc. are uploaded on my Instagram page also. The page's name is Arpita Sharma classes. So you can follow us on Instagram as well. So now coming on towards question number 1. Every man is handsome. All girls except a few are beautiful. If both these statements are true, then which of the following conclusions is definitely true? Conclusions: few girls are not beautiful, all men are handsome, some handsome are beautiful, girls are more beautiful than men. So which conclusion is correct? Only conclusion 3 follows, conclusion 3 and 4 follow, conclusion 2 follows, both conclusion 1 and 2 follow. So very carefully read this particular question. ये जो question है इसको carefully पढ़ो, उसके बाद बताओ कौन सा conclusion सही है. Right? Every man is handsome. Every man is handsome, right? And then the second statement is saying all girls except a few are beautiful. So this is girls, the chart for girls, and all girls except a few, right, are beautiful. So only this much portion of girls are beautiful, right? Here all the men are handsome. So here few girls are not beautiful, all men are handsome, some handsome are beautiful, girls are more beautiful than men. Which conclusion is correct? कौन सा conclusion correct है? You have 20 seconds time to answer this question. You can answer this question using the sets. ये sets diagram use करके आप इस question को easily answer कर सकते हो. I have given you the hint also. $20 seconds time to answer the question. 20 सेकंड का टाइम है क्वेश्चन आंसर करने के लिए. I hope all of you have answered the question now. So the correct answer to this question is, correct answer is question का है, it is D. Both conclusion 1 and 2 are correct. Over here you can see men, and this is the set for handsome. So all men are handsome. Second conclusion is correct, right? Because every man is handsome ये था. According to our sets diagram, all men are handsome. Second, all girls except a few are beautiful. So here over here you can see that the girls except a few are beautiful, right? बस इतना हिस्सा लड़कियों का इतना population beautiful है, बाकी they are except a few, right? So here few girls are not beautiful. That is also correct, right? Question number 2. Pen is a stationery. All stationery is available on bookshops. Pen is available on bookshops. All diamond rings are costly. All costly rings are hallmarked. All diamond rings are hallmarked. All Android phones are touch phones. Some touch phones are produced by Samsung. All Android phones are produced by Samsung. So here 3 set diagrams you will prepare to answer this question. So which option, which conclusion is correct? Only 1, only 2, 2 and 3, or 1 or 2? 3 सेट डायग्राम बनाने पड़ेंगे, उसके बाद आप आंसर करोगे। सो नाउ आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन, यू हैव 20 सेकेंड्स टाइम, 20 सेकेंड का टाइम है आपके पास। टेक योर टाइम, ड्रॉ दी सेट डायग्राम फॉर ईच वन ऑफ दीज एंड आंसर द क्वेश्चन। टेन सेकेंड्स आर अप, 10 सेकेंड हो गए, ओनली 10 सेकेंड्स आर लेफ्ट। So let's solve this question. Correct answer is D. 1 and 2 are correct, right? How? Let us see. Now let's draw set 1. Pen is a stationery. This is a pen that we have. All stationery is available on bookshops. First of all, pen, it's a stationery. Okay. So another circle that we have drawn is of stationery, and pen is a stationery, right? Pen एक stationery है, तो इसी के अंदर आएगा. All stationery is available on bookshops. सारी stationery bookshops में easily available है, right? So over here it is very clear from this diagram that pens are available on bookshops because pen is a stationery and all the stationeries are available on bookshops. So pen is also available on bookshops. First is correct. Second says all diamond rings are costly. So this is diamond rings and all of them are costly. सारी ही costly हैं, right? All of them are costly. And all costly rings are hallmarked. सारी costly rings जो है वो hallmarked हैं. So obviously all diamond rings are also hallmarked. Second statement is absolutely correct. Now why third statement is not correct? All Android phones are touch phones. सारे Android phones touch phones हैं, right? But some touch phones are produced by Samsung. कुछ ही touch phones हैं. There are few touch phones which are produced by Samsung. So all Android phones are not produced by Samsung. Only few are produced by Samsung. This much, right? So that is why third statement is wrong. Okay? Very easy question. Question number 3. Now statement is given, assumption is given. You have to answer which assumption is correct. Statement says if he is intelligent, he will pass the exam. Assumption says to pass, he must be intelligent. And second assumption, he will pass the exam. So which assumption is correct? If only assumption 1 is implicit, assumption 2 is implicit, neither 1 or 2 is implicit, both 1 and 2 are implicit. Which option is correct? Now the next question. Now this question is very important. Solve it very wisely. If he is intelligent, he will pass the exam. Which assumption is correct? कौन सा assumption correct है? 15 seconds time to answer this question. The correct answer to this question is it is A. Only assumption 1 is implicit. First of all, the statement says that he will pass the exam if he is intelligent. Right? He will definitely pass the exam if he is intelligent. So first is implicit. To pass, he must be intelligent. Right? Further, this means that it is not necessary that he will pass. Right? So second, conclusion assumption is not correct. It is not definite that he will pass the exam. He will pass only if he is intelligent. So only one assumption, first assumption is correct. Coming towards the next important question. The statements are given and the arguments are given. So which argument is correct? Right? Which argument is strong? That you have to point out. Statement दिया हुआ है, argument दिया हुए हैं. So which argument is strong enough? Statement says, should those who receive dowry despite the law prohibiting be punished? Arguments. Yes, those who violate the law must be punished. Second, no, dowry system is firmly rooted in the society since time immemorial. So only argument 1 is strong, only argument 2 is strong, both argument 1 and 2 are strong, neither argument 1 nor argument 2 is strong. So which argument is strong? Answer the question. Fifteen seconds time left. Correct answer to this question is it is A. Only argument 1 is strong. So we all know laws are made so that the human beings should pursue the laws and should bring them in practice, right? That is why laws are made, so that people they bring them into practice. So now over here you can clearly understand, इधर आप clearly देख सकते हो that the first argument is saying students, those people who violate the law must be punished, right? If they're not punished, they might repeat that in future. So obviously first argument is correct, right? Second argument is wrong. It is not correct. It is not strong. Why? Because dowry system, although firmly rooted, we have to scrap it away from the system, right? From the society. We cannot just pass on by saying that it is deeply rooted in the society. That's why we can ignore it. No, we can't. Okay. Question number 5. Now two passages will be given. This is passage number 1 and you have to answer the question by reading the passage. Passage number 1 says, one of imperialism's legacies was to write the native out of her own history. This was an act of willful forgetting and from the imperial standpoint a crucial one. Usurping all agency prepared the ground for telling the natives that they could not govern their land as well as the imperialist could. So which of the following is the most logical and essential message conveyed by the above passage? So what is the message which is being conveyed by this passage? Native people have always been ignorant about their history. If a society forgets its roots, its future becomes unsecured. History has been used as a tool of manipulation by imperialist countries. History was manipulated to create the myth of benevolent despotism. Which statement is correct? "15 seconds time to answer this question. Correct answer to this question is C. History has been used as a tool of manipulation by imperialist countries. Now why A is wrong? A galat kyun hai? Because A says native people have always been ignorant about their history. The passage is not saying that we have been ignorant about our history. We know our history very well, right? So यहाँ passage में कहीं भी नहीं लिखा कि हमें अपनी history के बारे में नहीं पता. We just have not been allowed to write our own history, right? Second, if a society forgets its roots, its future becomes unsecured. So this B statement is also unrelated to the passage, right? यहाँ पर कहीं भी ये नहीं लिखा जा रहा है कि हम अपने roots को भूल रहे हैं. Nowhere in this passage it has been mentioned that we have forgotten our roots. Okay, so that is also incorrect. These, the statement, it is also incorrect. It says it is, partially correct. पूरी तरीके से incorrect नहीं है. History was manipulated, yes, to create the myth of benevolent despotism. No, this is not correct, right? So partially correct है कि manipulate किया गया history को. ये statement incorrect है, right? This statement is incorrect. Now coming towards C statement, this is absolutely correct. History has been used as a tool of manipulation by imperialist countries, right? First statement से ही आपको hint मिल जाएगा. Clear? Now passage number 2. A study conducted by researchers in UK and Canada has concluded that the internet and social media are not responsible for today's fragmented society and that echo chambers do not pose the threat of political polarization. Which of the following statements go or goes against the conclusion of the passage? So, कौन सी statement है? These two statements are given. Which of them goes against the conclusion of the passage? That means which are not the conclusion of the passage. They are opposite. Political rants on social media have led to enhanced distance between left and right ideologies. Social media has become a tool for influencing election outcomes. So which option is correct? 20 seconds time to answer this question. So the correct answer to this question is B is the correct answer. Political rants on social media have led to enhanced distance between left and right ideologies. So it is against the conclusion of the passage, and second does not go against the conclusion of the passage, right, through the fake news, etc. So the passage is saying social media is not responsible for today's fragmented society. Conclusion is कि social media जो है वो responsible नहीं है what because of the towards the condition of this fragmented society, right? So first statement is going with the passage, with the conclusion. Second statement is going against it. It is blaming social media, right? Question number 6. What can be the product of two numbers AB7 and CD5 where AB7 and CD5 are 3-digit numbers? Product means when you multiply and get the result, right? 8245, 100, 2435, 43410 or none of the above. What can be the product of two numbers AB7, CD5 where AB7 and CD5 are 3-digit numbers? 20 seconds time to solve this question. Correct answer to this question is D, none of the above. Over here the question is saying if these are 3-digit numbers and we are multiplying two 3-digit numbers, right? ये दो numbers है ना 3-digit that we are multiplying. Product of two 3-digit numbers can either be a 5-digit number, right? Or it can be a 6-digit number. So option A and B will be ruled out. 1 2 3 4 ये 4-digit है. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 ये 7-digit है. So it's wrong, right? The product has to end with 5 because a number ending with 5 is getting multiplied with an odd number over here. आप इधर देख सकते हो, this is 5, this is 7, right? So 7 into 5, 35, odd number. 35 में 5 odd number है, but here it's even, right? So again C is also correct, incorrect, right? So when these options are eliminated, we are left with D, okay? Question number 7. An army officer, while arranging his soldiers in a square formation, where number of soldiers in a row is equal to number of soldiers in a column, he found that either he is in excess of 56 soldiers or in deficit of 21 soldiers. Find the number of soldiers. Very easy question, बहुत easy question है. Hint is also been given in the question itself. Number of soldiers in a row is equal to number of soldiers in a column. So accordingly you can apply the formula. Within 1 minute you can get the answer. Correct answer to this question is B, right? B is the correct answer. From this given data, we know that the officer needs the number of soldiers equal to perfect square number, right? Row में जितने होने चाहिए वही column में होने चाहिए ना? So he wants that the soldiers should be equal to a perfect square number. So here the officer is in deficit of 21 soldiers or in excess of 56 soldiers. So difference between squares of two consecutive numbers, दो consecutive numbers के बीच के square का difference, right? The numbers are n and second is n plus 1. These are the consecutive numbers. एक के बाद एक आते हैं, right? If it is 1, the next will be 2, right? कैसे derive करोगे? 1 plus 1. So here n and n plus 1. These are two consecutive numbers. So it will be n plus 1 ka square minus n square equals to 2n plus 1, right? Clear? Which will be equal to 56 plus 21, which is 77. Okay. So n की value क्या आ जाएगी? After solving this, we will get n equals to 38. So n square will be 38 square. 38 square is 1,444. And n plus 1 ka square is 39 ka square, which is 1521, right? Now he is in deficit of 21 soldiers. So you will subtract 21 from 1521, you will get 1500, right? क्लियर, इतनी बात क्लियर हो गई सबको? ऑल राइट. Now the next question, question number 8, find the total number of prime factors in 213 into 67 into 711 into 83 into 11117. Total number of prime factors in this. Very easy question, again बहुत easy question है. Correct answer to this question is, it is A. So over here you can see, इधर आप देख सकते हो, 213 can be written as 2 to the power 13. 67 can be written as 67 to the power 7. 711 can be written at 7 to the power 11. 8 to the power 3 into 111 to the power 17. Now why it is written as this 2 to the power 13? Because it's a prime number. ये क्या है? ये एक prime number है, right? So how we will write it? 2 to the power 13, right? Then how we will write 67? It is also a prime number. So we will write it 6 ऊपर 7. Similarly, it's a prime number 711. 83 will be written as 8 and ऊपर 3. And it will be written as 111 ऊपर 17. Right? It's a prime number. So we will open it up. 2 to the power 13 into 6 को कैसे divide करेंगे? 2 into 3 6 to the power 7. Then 7 11. 8 को कैसे खोलेंगे? 2 into 2 into 2 to the power 3. Similarly goes for this. Right? इसको खोल कर, right? When we'll open this bracket, it will be 2 to the power 7 into 3 to the power 7, right? Further we will open it up. Now we will sum up 2. अब जितने भी 2 है उसको इकट्ठा करेंगे. So we will write 2, 13 plus this 7 plus over here we have 9 into 3, 7 plus 17 into 7 into 37, right? So now we will add these numbers up. In numbers को हम add करेंगे. Right, and we will get 81. So these are prime factors. इसका further factorization is impossible, right? If the factorization was asked of 68, अगर यहाँ पर 68 होता, how will we write it? 2 to the power 2 into 17, right? अगर यहाँ 84 होता, 84 is not a prime number, so how we will write? 84 को कैसे लिखेंगे? 2 into 2, 2 to the power 2 into 3 into 7. Okay, so prime numbers का factorization नहीं होता. That is why we have opened it up. Okay. Question number 9. The largest possible number with which when 75, 131, 159 are divided, remainders obtained are the same. It is 7, 9, 14 or none of these. Largest possible number with which when 75, 131, 159 are divided, remainders obtained are same. Fifteen seconds time to answer this question. Correct answer to this question is it is D. First of all, arrange the number either in ascending or descending order. 75, 131, 159. Okay. Now adjacent numbers का difference निकालना है. Take out the difference of the adjacent numbers. 131 minus 75 is 56. And 159 minus 131 is 28. Okay. Now find the HCF of 56 and 28, which will be 28 only. Okay. अब HCF निकालेंगे, इन दोनों का 28 आएगा. Thus 28 is the desired number. And when we divide the given numbers by 28, अगर इनको हम 28 से divide करते हैं, we get a common remainder, that is 19. 19 is not one of these, so correct answer is D. Okay, in such cases we are not finding the HCF of these numbers, but the HCF of the numbers which are obtained when we subtract them, right? That we are going to obtain, and through that we are going to find the common remainder. Okay. Question number 10, the last question. It cost rupees 10 a kilometer by car and rupees 2 a kilometer by train. If one travels 200 kilometers covering X kilometers of the distance by car and the rest by train, then the cost of the trip is Answer this question. Twenty seconds time left. Correct answer to this question is करेक्ट आंसर इस क्वेश्चन का है सी. कॉस्ट ऑफ कवरिंग x किलोमीटर बाय कार इज ₹10x. 1 किलोमीटर कवर करने में 10 रुपए लगते हैं. x किलोमीटर कवर करने में 10 into x, that is 10x. And cost of covering by train will be 200 minus x, right? That will be 200 minus x. ₹2 लग रहे हैं. You are taking ₹2 to cover the distance by train. ₹2 into 200 minus x, that is ₹400 minus 2x, right? Now total cost कितना लगेगा? 10x plus 400 minus 2x, that will be 400 plus 8x. Okay, when we'll open up the bracket, ये साइन कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा माइनस में, तो हम माइनस करेंगे. ठीक है. Correct answer is C. C is the correct answer. So this was today's test. Let me know your marks in the comment section. For every correct answer you get +2. For every incorrect answer minus 0.66. So if you like the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with the other aspirants and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you.